Legal marijuana workers blast citizenship denials over work. Denver U.S. immigration authorities blocked 2 immigrants' applications for citizenship because of their work in Colorado's marijuana industry, their attorneys and Denver officials said, accusing the Trump administration of quietly targeting immigrants seeking jobs in the growing field. Oswaldo Barrientos said he began working in the marijuana industry in 2014, inspired by the research he had done into medical products after his mother's skin cancer diagnosis. He was brought to the U.S. He assumed the citizenship application process would be simple. The 30-year-old, weeks later, he got a letter from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services denying him because of his job, his lawyers said. It was not clear Wednesday if people outside Colorado have been denied for the same reason. Barrientos attorneys Aaron Elinoff and Bryce Downer, who specialize in immigration law in Colorado, said a second client in Colorado also was denied citizenship for her work in the marijuana industry. She asked not to. Deborah Cannon, a spokeswoman for U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, said the agency does not comment on individual cases. She defended despite the use and sale of marijuana for adults is broadly permitted in 10 states. More than 30 advocates have warned immigrants in Colorado and elsewhere of the damage that state-permitted marijuana use could do to their legal status. A Denver nonprofit. Most immigration attorneys would simply advise someone working in the marijuana industry not to apply for citizenship, even with Barrientos' qualifications, Elinoff said. Frankly, Denver Mayor Michael Hancock met with Barrientos and others this week before calling on U.S. Attorney General William Barr to issue formal guidance on the issue. Denver. Barrientos said he plans to appeal the denial of his application. His attorneys are, in the meantime, he is following their advice not to leave the country and risk being barred from re-entering. He plans to keep IM. Kathleen Footy is a member of APS Marijuana Beat Team. Follow her at Twitter.
Raindrop, truck, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.